but I've got about 40 feet of mono out. And let me show you the attachment from the mono to the lead core. I just use an improved clinch knot to attach the two ends to the swivel. Okay, I'm going to tie a loop knot, which is what I like to use on my downriggers and my lead core. First thing you do is just stick an overhand knot in the line. And you'll have your tag line. Take it, put it through your bait, and pull that overhand knot right up to the bait. So the one end of it's snuggled up against it. Put 5 twists on it, 6 twists. Just around it like that. And stick that back through the overhand knot. As always, wet it. Just pull it tight. You'll have a loop. Again, it just lets your bait swim free and gives it a little bit better action. When you're putting your trailer on, pull the hair of the jig out of the way. Get it right there in the middle the best you can. You want it to go down the middle of the bait. Come out in the middle as best you can so it tracks straight. And there you go. We're ready to fish. It's going to be going from the gray to the light blue. There you go. Goes from gray to blue. And that's what's known as the color. Again, I'm a lazy man, so I don't count colors. I use my line counter to tell me how far out. 30 foot for each color. You can multiply by 3 your covers. If not, then you better keep track of your colors. Let it go out a little bit quicker. So I usually go between 4 and 5 when I'm deploying.
And your trolling speed?
My trolling speed is right around 3 miles an hour. Closest I can get to 3 miles. Now sometimes if you see fish on the grass, and you know your baits are shallower than the fish are, you can just take the boat out of gear and let the bait sink. And you see the graph right there, those fish are hanging out about 40 feet. And we're only fishing about 25 so we can stay out of the timber. So I knock the boat out of gear for a little while, let those baits sink. Something you kind of got to get used to, how long to leave it out of gear. But you just leave it out of gear and then you can put it back in, and sometimes it'll sink down and go right to the fish. Again, it's always important to check your drag every time you deploy with any type of fishing, whether it's your down rod, lead core, down riggers. Always check your drags. This is a little bit better fish. Oh, fish on. One thing bad about the lead core, the line's out there 150, 200 feet. You got a lot of reeling to do. That's to bring a friend and make them reel them in. Again, not a big fish, but most everybody be happy catching a nice Lake Lanier striper like that. He's probably about 4 pounds. Fish in nose first, kind of torpedo him, give him a head start getting through the hot surface temperature, hot layer. This fish, maybe 2 pounds bigger. He's probably a 6 to a 7. He's hooked really good right there in the lip. He wasn't going nowhere. Lakeland ears. Torpedo. Woo!